Hey, what's up, guys? Just wanted to come on here real quick and just encourage you guys. I know a lot of us are beginning to close up and wrap up our fast here, counting down the days just real soon here. I know for us it's just a couple days, so I'm excited. Hopefully, you guys are doing great, still pushing in, doing great. So, just wanted to encourage you guys with a couple of things that I've been reading the last couple days, and I thought I would just read them to you and give you some thoughts and encourage you a little bit. So, it says this: amazing, isn't it? Simply by missing some meals and setting our hearts on understanding by studying God's Word, you please God. You release beauty for ashes and joy for mourning, and the garment of praise defeats the spirit of heaviness. I just think it's so cool that just by missing a couple meals, by fasting and praying and setting aside this time, we do begin to please God. We can know that we please God, right? I talk to people all the time, like, how do I know if I'm pleasing God? How do I know if what of my actions are doing are pleasing? Well, fasting is pleasing to God. So when you are fasting, you can know that what you're doing is pleasing to the Lord. Because again, in Matthew 6, he talks about, remember, when you pray, when you fast. And so he's talking about these are the things that I want you to do. These are the things that please me. And so we can be confident that knowing that just by simply missing a couple meals, that we can come and know that what we're doing is pleasing to the Lord. He goes on to say this. It says, fasting is not a means to promote oneself. The greatest thing fasting will do for you will be to break down all the stuff that accumulates from this world that blocks you from clear communication with the Father. It's this time of really coming back and reflecting on what has maybe gotten on us and our mindsets and our thought patterns and our speaking, and just to come back and maybe those things that maybe have blocked us a little bit from hearing the voice of God and communicating clearly with God. It helps us to recalibrate, hit that restart to begin to hear the voice of God more clearly. And it's just great to know that this fasting is a simple way. Well, maybe it's not simple, but it's a way to hear God and to recalibrate our life. It goes on to say this: fasting in and of itself is a continual prayer to God. You are praying 24 hours a day when you are fasting. If you have been fasting all day, you have been praying all day. And I don't know about you, but I've been to a lot of prayer meetings that are 4, 5, 10 hours. We've even done a couple that were overnight, all night long, 24-hour prayer, and those seem to be really long and tough, and it's hard to not just go to sleep. And it's just so encouraging to know that when we're fasting, our life becomes a moment of prayer. Our life, our day is in communion of this thought of praying, that when we're praying, we're fasting, and when we're fasting, we're praying. And so it's a really great way to be in this constant state of prayer for 24 hours a day. Because I know for me, when I've gone to those prayer meetings, it seems to be really tough and really hard to stay focused and to stay awake even. And so I just thought it was encouraging to me to hear this, that that we are pleasing to God, when our actions are pleasing to God when we're fasting. We can know with confidence that what we're doing is pleasing, and that we can come and know that things are breaking off. We can begin to hear God more clearly and recalibrating our life to say, man, I want to hear God clearly. And that we do that in 24 hours as we're praying and fasting, that time is being focused on the Lord. So keep it up, guys. We're almost done. Stay in it.